I'm leaving London today. And it's interesting having conversations with people across the spectrum about the dumpster fire known as our country. Taxi drivers. I talked to a guy at a pub at the Mayflower. It's where the Mayflower actually left before it went to America, at a pub. And everybody, without exception, has said the same thing. What in the hell is wrong with you? Even when I was going across the bridge, walking across it, I heard a tour. She's like, I cannot wait for that dumbass to leave office in 2 years in the United States. Just overheard a conversation. They're just like befuddled how stupid Americans are. My driver yesterday, he's like, how many people live in your country? I said 340 million. Out of 340 million people, this is the best candidate you can have. It's like raccoons going through the garbage looking for a not so rotten banana peel. And I said, and I said, you know what's really sad? It's the apathy. It's that people in the United States don't actually care for anybody but themselves. In fact, this is what he told me. He's like, your country loves money. You are. We're basically whores to capitalism. We keep saying that we're the best. In what? What are we great in? White supremacy? Military spending? Incarcerations? I told one guy, I said, you know, we have 14 million people, kids that go to school hungry. He's like, every day? 14 million? Yeah. I said, do you know how many gun violence victims we have every year? 40,000. And he's like, what? Every year, 40,000 people die from gun violence. He's like, you got to be kidding me. He's like, you Americans over there, you guys are crazy. How do you even how do you do nothing? How do you call yourselves the greatest country in the world while 40,000 citizens die? Just to give you an idea, the entire country of Ireland has about 55,000 people. So basically, an entire continent or country of Greenland dies every year. Nothing to see here. I need a gun. More guns. Yeah, freedom. They got freedom here in London. They have universal health care. They said, you know, if somebody gets cancer, they get as much treatment as they need, as long as they need, for as many years. He goes, yeah, it's expensive, but everybody deserves the right to health care. He's like, do you know we have free education here, free college for people? Yeah, they do. Their police officers don't even carry guns. You know that? Gun violence is almost non-existent. Who has a better quality of life? Who's the greatest country? Now, yeah, I've only been in London for a couple of days, but they have a better quality of life than Americans. Even when you leave a tip, it's like 12.5%. It's automatic. You don't have to sit up there and haggle back and forth. We're not a great country, people. This is what I've been saying. We're the laughing joke of the world. He is a moron running our country. And I talked to the guy in the taxi when I went to a show last night. And I said, it's white supremacy. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, black people didn't even have rights until the 1960s. They couldn't even vote. How can we call ourselves the greatest country, that we're all created in the image of God and everybody has the right to live their life the way they want? And yet, 250 years into our white supremacist experiment, we still haven't had a woman president. What exactly is great about this country? That we would rather have a rapist, child molester defender, convicted felon, a man that cheats on every wife and causes an insurrection, who says grab woman by the P-U-S-S-Y, who is best friends with the biggest child molester in the history of our country. Sorry, can't vote for the black woman, but we're great. We have guns and money. Yeah, we're the best. Look, God bless America. Ooh, look, I got bald eagles and I'm a dumbass. Yeah, wee-haw. How do you make people care? How do you make people actually care about each other? Because in America, we really don't. Listen, Democrats aren't perfect, but I'll tell you what, they want people to live their lives the way they want. The Republicans, they want to force people to live by their white version of Christianity. How's that working out, Christians? You're not really Christians, you're Pharisees. Yeah, that's great. I was listening to a talk show this morning, a recording, and he's asking this guy, if the election was held today, would you vote for Trump or Harris? Oh, well, I definitely can't vote for Harris. Why? She wants universal health care. She wants to raise minimum wage. She wants to help people get out of college debt. She wants to help small businesses. She wants to tax the shit out of rich people. Yeah, the whores. Oh my God, not a radical leftist. It's because Americans want to be entertained. And one of the drivers I spoke with said that. He's like, you guys just want to be entertained. You literally voted in for a clown, and now you're like, oh my God, I don't like the circus. What did you think was going to happen when you elected a clown? That was inevitable. That was going to happen no matter what. We're a country that wants to be entertained. We had the most qualified presidential candidate in the history of our country, and we voted for the fucking dumbass. We would rather have the white man who's going to burn it to the ground because he's funny. Oh, he's so funny. Oh, he just says stuff like that. It's pity. They cannot wait for the next 2 years. And many of them said, I don't think you guys are going to make it 2 years. In fact, a lot of people, I think 3 people I talked to said, a lot of Americans think you're going to have a civil war. He's like, I don't want to. He's like, I think you're going to have one because I don't see how this is going to happen. He's like, how are you letting this guy destroy the entire world economy? And at the end, what was fascinating was I told him, I was like, I remember Watergate when Republicans walked down to the White House and told Nixon, get the hell out of here. This isn't what we stand for. And an entire party, the entire Republican Party, is licking the ass of a white supremacist cult leader, a rapist. While they're all, oh my gosh, Eric Swalwell. Yeah, Eric Swalwell's a piece of shit. But you voted for a rapist. So you could screw off with your moral high bar. It's sad. It really is. We care more about a dollar in the United States than human beings. And I don't know how you fix the apathy. And the last thing I wanted to say was, he's like, it's interesting. Yeah, one guy said, yeah, the Republicans are responsible, but the Democrats are too. And he's right. And I always use the metaphor, the symbolism of what happened to George Floyd. The Republicans are that piece of shit, Derek Chauvin, that put his knee on the neck of George Floyd, on the knee of democracy. And the Democrats are the 3 officers that stand by and watch it happen. They're complicit through their silence. Evil succeeds when good people do nothing. And the Democrats are just sitting around waiting for the midterms. Give me $10, give me $5. The Democrats shouldn't be passing a damn bill. Nothing. Zero. Nothing. Gum up the works. Don't hold quorum. Don't show up to votes. Pass impeachment articles every day. That's what they should be doing, but they're not. They're more concerned about being in power in November than actually stopping this fascist takeover. They're both complicit. But yeah, that's where it is in London. It's embarrassing. They're shocked. The sheer stupidity of Americans and their American greatness. They're like, you guys voted for this? What's great about you? Because you guys are an embarrassment to the entire world. But you're just letting this happen. So, anyway, I got to get ready. I got to go finish my trip. Just on a side note, in 1925, my great-grandfather came over from Hamburg, Germany. My great-great-grandparents were born in Bremen, and then before them, Bissendorf. And I have one living relative that's in Hamburg. So it's my 50th anniversary, my 50th birthday in October. So my wife said, what do you want to do this year? I said, I want to go overseas. So she is at home with the kids, and I'm kind of doing this solo trip. I'm doing London, Paris, Berlin, Hamburg, and then Amsterdam. And I'm going to go see where my cousin, where my great-granduncle is buried, and his parents. I'm going to go see where my great-grandfather came out, and I'm going to hopefully see the port where he left. So it's going to be a little bit of a family trip, a little bit of a vacation, a little mixed bag. But it's been interesting seeing America calling itself the best of the best of the best just because we have money. And actually seeing people that are living, it's a slower way of life. They're happy. down to earth, kind. A lot of that's missing in our country. So it's going to be interesting. So when I go to the Eiffel Tower, I'm leaving today to Paris, I will make a video. It will be non-political. I'm going to go at night one of these days, and I'll take a video of it. I'll play it for you guys, and I'll post it in a couple days. All right. Have a good day. Bye.